top best players pick first.
Yeah, and especially with like champion pools, like tryhards like me and you who own every champion. I know there's a handful of us, but not everybody owns all the champions, so it kind of makes it
Yes, that's
even
true.
more difficult to pick.
That's very difficult.
But there's that famous Zaya ban and Nocturne ban.
Oh yeah. Are they gonna ban who would you think the second ban would be? Don't you think it would be Poppy? Oh, it'd be the Darius.
Well, Darius is for Seth.
Oh yeah, Darius is for that. So this one on their side should be the Poppy ban.
Yeah, we should say to Poppy, and in my opinion, if they've been paying attention,
Oh, and Echo.
Echo.
Echo's like actually think that's a good ban too.
I think that's more powerful than Poppy right now.
Right, but you're talking about somebody that's very, very comfortable with Poppy and has gotten all the way up to plat and has done nothing but play Poppy. So if they're gonna let him play that, that's gonna be quite something else.
It's open.
Which they did. Yeah, it's open. Let's see what they do.
I wonder why they'd be scared of the Anivia. I know Anivia's actually has turned up into a top tier mid laner, but
I feel like they're just trying to ban out all of Nathan's mains because they probably think he drops in skill dramatically.
But they lock in the Kog'Maw first.
Yeah, they got the Kog'Maw. Holy cow. I wonder who made that meta.
I feel like this is Sam's Ezreal. Ezreal against
Wow. No MF. That is crazy.
I think Misfortune plays way stronger against Kog'Maw than
I think he does.
Ezreal.
She does too. The Q balances behind minions helps you with that range. They do also get the Vi click in though. That's going to be very strong.
Which is one thing that's actually really dominated every series in this tournament is anybody who gets Vi or is able to play Vi, they typically stormroll the game. But
that's right. And the Poppy lock in. Wow. This is going to be so tough. Like I said, if they're going to open this up for Poppy, I bet you they're going to win this game one. And a Nautilus. This is all they're trying to do is play for late game for Cog. If they pull this off, it's going to be so rough. So rough for Jared's team.
they do have a lot of power picks. And seeing this Veigar pick as well, it makes me interested in seeing who's playing what. Why are you locking in Veigar right here as a power pick? Why not lock in your support? Who's going to ban Veigar?
Right. I totally believe that they could have held that out all the way for last. Who do you think Sammy Sprinkers that they're actually leaving Sammy Sprinkers open? I'm wondering if he's actually switching lane.
See, like that Jax ban. That Jax ban should have been picked right there with Veigar. Let Seth off with Jax. But watch Sam. I think Sammy's going to play some Aryan Soul. I've been seeing him play it quite a bit recently. I kind of think this is something that he's going to go on to because you can see how much power it brings.
Yeah, that's right. Because this I actually still believe that this is Jared ADC as Ezreal.
And there's Gizmo's Lux.
Yep, they let him play his Lux. They got his one trick wonder.
Hey, if he can land a couple Qs on Kog'Maw, that can be devastating.
Oh yes, that could be very strong. But one thing I am noticing here is who's their front line on Jared's side. Vi and Veigar stun. That's pretty much it. Like this is and an Aurelion Soul. Like they're scaling for late game. They have 2 tanks in the front. If this game hits late game, Nathan's team is going to dominate the other team and a Malphite.
They're not too behind at 25 minutes. Yeah, this game's going to go exactly the direction you're thinking it's going to go. Jared's got to be able to cap a big lead on this.
And
what is going on?
Maybe it's Gizmo mid.
Seth's trolling. Seth's fucking trolling us.
Yeah,
he's gonna lock in.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna lock in his Broloff. Broloff actually does fairly decent. Or
Cannon?
Tell me about this. Have you ever seen Seth play Cannon?
Yes, I have. I have, and he's actually decent with it. But in this circumstance, I think it's a terrible. And Their only way for they do have early game advantage. If they can snowball early, then they can do something. But with how beefy this team is, if if Nathan's team plays safe, I'm pretty sure they just hold this game out and it's GG's really quick. Especially with a Poppy that knows how to play it, it's very strong.
I agree. And one thing is Micah knows how to get around the jungle fairly quickly. So I don't even think that they're going to need to play safe for too long. If they've got Micah in their corner, I think they can take steps forward.
Oh yeah, for sure. They do have a lot of damage though. But with all of these knockups after knockup, you almost wonder why not just go follow through with the AD because Kog'Maw has AP and just go Yasuo mid. That would be quite interesting to watch as well.
It would be, but if they switch lanes, I mean, it makes sense that Vagar's being played by Sam, and it makes sense that I mean, the Ezreal pick doesn't make sense to me. Jared's playing Ezreal, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Or maybe he's playing Vagar bot. That with the Lux. That could be very liable as well.
It could be. But again, I think your key matchups in this game are that it's going to be, of course, it's going to be the Poppy versus the Vi. We're going to want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on them. This Kennen versus Malphite, I think, is just going to be a noodle contest unless Kennen's able to pop Malphite.
Yeah, I believe that the Cannon's going to bully lane Malphite really hard. If I was this Malphite, I'd just play safe. Try to CS as much as you can under turret, get a little bit, and then just wait for picks and just play around your team, especially with the cannon. If you get a cannon and let the cannon start snowballing, it's going to be a ton of damage for Jared's team to also have. But if Cannon doesn't get those kills, then it's going to. I feel like there's no way their team can keep up. So this is going to be. I actually think that this might be a jungle diff game. I kind of want to watch what happens through the jungle.
I agree, and also keeping an eye on this bot lane, seeing if Kante's playing against Jared or if he's playing against Sam. That's still going to be a big opportunity for either side. One thing is Sam can hold his own really well in lane. I haven't seen a game where somebody took a massive difference on him, except for when you guys did it to them. But that was in game 3, where you finally took a massive advantage on Sam. Sam's able to, he's still able to control a lot of that bot.
Right. He can, but with their team and how they're sustaining it, I'm pretty sure that Nathan's team is for sure going to take this away with a big dub. And I think that I'm pretty sure Jared's team's going to have to reevaluate and start thinking about what they need to start prioritizing some tanks because their team looks so squishy. Like if and with the Nautilus where you could just point click with an R button, you can even miss your Q. That is very strong with a Malphite ult in. Like it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's going to be super interesting to see. And we're about ready to jump on the Rift. Let's see if they can get this early gank cheese going. So it is Sam playing mid. It is Sourdough playing ADC. So the bot is going to be very interesting. It's going to be actually very. I think this is going to be a fairly even match right here.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said before, this is for sure going to be a scaling game. We're going to have to see what happens out because if they hold this game past 25 plus minutes, they're going to start seeing that they're going to start slowly losing team fights. Everything's going to start crumbling around them. So they need to find a way to start capitalizing on their damage right now.
I agree. Let's see where they start going. A lot of pings thrown out so far. Looks like Ez
Oh,
just wants to do the basic
yeah,
gem.
but look bot. They're going to sneak in without them noticing. They're
And
going to
they're
catch him
all
out.
in here.
If this Tommy Tux can hit the Q, this might be a kill. Oh, there goes it, and
Little
there
while,
goes the Gizmo Q.
and that was some good damage returned back onto, forcing him to recall.
Yes, and that helped him out a lot. Now that Vi has PTSD and is now running up top because he just doesn't want to, he doesn't even want to bother fighting it. That's actually quite funny. Because now, here's the thing, that's actually a disadvantage because Micah now knows that they're still doing red. Eventually, Vi's going to have to go down. Now you see Poppy doing blue, so that way Vi can't come blue. And then Poppy's going to rotate on his red. It's going, so if Vi right here goes to Poppy's blue, there's going to be a huge disadvantage on time.
I agree. I completely agree. But if they just mirror each other, because one thing is they do have vision on. If you look up at the blue buff, they have vision on blue buff. So he knows that Poppy's not taking his blue buff. So he's probably assuming the mirror. Hopefully he doesn't get too greedy and make that gamble.
Right. And I've seen Sammy Sprinklers play this a lot in ARAM with Aurelion Soul. He's actually pretty good with them. So this is going to be quite interesting to watch mid lane as well. Oh, with the Q on top of Gizmo. Look at that damage they're taking up. And the auto attack, that is first blood for Nathan. Like I said, this is going to be very, very rough. If they keep playing this way, this is going to be a GG's well played really fast.
Yeah, it's going to be quick. That was a great hook by Tommy Tux. Oh, and he gets another
Yes,
one.
and he gets another Q.
No respect on Tommy Tux right here.
Wow, what amazing. That's really good on Tommy. Oh, with the gank mid. Let's see if Sammy Sprinkers can make it out, and he does.
Good force flash. Seth just bullying in top lane like we were expecting.
Yep. That's going to happen. As long as he plays under tower correctly, like where the minions are right now is beautiful for Malphite. Like, Kennen needs to be a little bit more aggressive and push it in, but he's letting him sustain it right there, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of just where the minion wave kind of fell, but press tab, Levi. Let's see where the CS score is at right now. Can you rearrange it? Oh, never mind. You actually... Yeah, can you rearrange the guys for us?
Oh. Tommy Tux got a pick out right there. Oh, looks like Toxie Troy's over half HP. Is Poppy going to capitalize on this? Looks like he's going to take Scuttle.
Hold it right there.
Looks like he's going to be able to take both.
He's going to be able to take both Scuttles right here. That's going to give him a 200 gold advantage as well. Oh, with the Q on top of that. Wow, look at that output damage. If that Ezreal gets hit like that again, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
There's no respect for this Tommy Tux guy. They just expected him to be bronze his whole life, but nope, he's silver 4. He's got his 7 games in ranked in, and he's dominating. He's controlling this entire bot wave.
Well, the big question is, I'm pretty sure this game he doesn't have any alcohol in his in his body right now. So I think that's also a huge advantage. You usually see him take a couple of drinks first, but looks like this time he's taking the game serious.
Interesting Q over the wall. It's forcing Sam not to be able to CS. They need to pull back off this. Yeah, I understand that he doesn't have flash, but you're putting your mid in a very bad lane where he's not able to catch up. Yes, We pull up the CS. Let's compare this again one more time. So we got 18. We got a kill on top lane. We got a kill in jungle, and in fact, maybe another kill in jungle going in favor of Micah.
It actually looks like they might get him a pick out right here. Yep, that is dead. That is a kill for Poppy as well. This is going to be so brutal for them.
Ooh, but we do got Kennen coming over the wall trying to make a play, trying to catch up and help his team here. But no play to be made.
Yes, I feel like that was actually a very bad play. That Kennen should be pushing in top, taking more of a lead as much as he can. He needs to grab as much gold as possible instead of looking for picks like that, because it's just gonna put Malphite back in the game more and more.
Yeah, I completely agree. You leave Malphite up there, he's able to catch up on that 18 CS lead that you've been building up slowly over time. Ooh, this is the fight. Both have ultimates. Ooh, Sam just did a ton of damage, and Intard is down. It's over. Sam's pushing in mid. Great play.
Wow, what a great
play by
cue.
the guy.
They are all
that up.
dead.
Gizmo coming in clutch. Now we got.
It looks like this. Oh, he ults out, so he's fine. What a great pick for them to take some dragon advantage, but it looks like bot lane is rotating up on him.
And this Vi is wasting a lot of time. He's level 4. He's not taking any of his jungle. He is behind. I feel like he's behind on CS. We pull that up.
Kog'Maw should totally be rotating and poking these guys out. He needs to take advantage of the range, of his range. Look how low these guys are. If they walk up, they get a double kill and dragon.
They don't.
Now look at their rotation on how slow they're what's going on right now. That is very, very, very slow.
That's what Vision gives you. They didn't know what was going on. They just took Dragon. Great call by Jared and just turning over and getting that taken care of. But here comes the tower dive now.
Here comes the tower dive. Wow.
Ooh, they're going to be trading
and Intard dies. It looks like... Oh, Kientaa dies.
They got 2 for 2.
They got 2 for 2.
And that's shutdown. I believe that might be some shutdown gold on Kog'Maw. I could be wrong, though.
Yes. But it's a 68, 3-1 Cog with 68 CS, that's to 44. Like, this is going to be rough the next time these two meet each other.
They both got decent buys, but Kog'Maw does have the advantage there. I'm actually thoroughly impressed with Seth's Kennen here. He's actually been CSing well. He's keeping in control. And Sam as well. Sam has been putting a lot of pressure on, you know, the guy versus the must.
Oh, it looks like he might be catching himself out. Oh, no. Tommy Tux trying to get that Q off, but a big fat miss.
Finally, some respect for the Tux. Gizmo's got to be careful. He is super.
Wow, what that? The ult, but it's under tower. He can't walk up.
He wasted two lightning strikes from that ultimate, which probably would have been able to finish him off. He would have had to take some tower hits, but he needed to get it a little bit closer.
Looks like, are they going to respect the Vi? Yes, so Vi is actually going to be rotating mid to see if there's a gank there.
And Nate and Tommy Tux have been able to stoke up this minion wave quite well.
Oh, wow, what an E. That was a close one. Looks like top is about to get a kill, though, which is very, very good for Kennen.
But yeah, it looks like he was able to back off. Maybe Kennen could get a tower plate here. Maybe get some slight gold advantage. They are up 300 gold, shockingly enough. It's interesting to see what happened. Look at the mid gap. Now that kind of shocks me. The fact that Guy is beating Mus by 8 CS is a big deal. I mean, he's got his two assists against Sam's 1, or against Mus's 1. But you could just tell Sam is just comfortable on this Veigar, and this is a matchup that I was excited to see.
It does look like Gizmo was able to get that damage down, but he still gets caught out, but does help an Ezreal get the kill before the gank happened. So that's just a 1-for-1 trade with the jungler ganking. So that's not that big of an advantage.
Well, it's 1-for-1 trade, and both kills went on to the 80 carry, so it's going to be interesting to see what they're able to turn on here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the cannon teleport in, comes in for the down gold and the teleport in.
What picks? That puts them at a 1,300 gold advantage as a team.
That's massive, and they have priority. They can go over and move over to this Rift Herald. However, Poppy might want to is going to make a decision here. He's either going to have to soak in this mid wave, try to create something there, or he's going to have to react to Vi just taking on this Rift Herald. He needs Malphite's help, who Malphite should have his ultimate that back up by now, and they should be able to counter this. But again,
they have no vision. Yeah, there's no warding, there's no pink warding buys. Like, how do they expect to do any objectives if they're not aware at all about it? Like, look how low this guy is. He even misses. Look, 13 HP, 1 HP. And then
he was able to get collapsed on. He was able to. And now Seth is going to have to pull out here. And why is he going in? He is insane.
It looks like a TP is happening though. A TP.
That's coming in.
Oh, the bus coming in with it.
He have the ultimate.
Does he have it? No, he doesn't. But they still get the kill.
Are they able to stun him?
No. Oh, does he get away? Looks like Kennen doesn't have. Yeah, he doesn't have his E up for the mana. Oh, but he does die here. That is a death. And it also looks like bot lane's fighting too. They get another kill on Gizmo.
And that's an easy 2-for-2 down bot lane, but Guy is just taking over this mid lane. He is dominating it, showing his presence, keeping it up.
Looks like Poppy's picking a fight with this Vi. Oh, it does look like Vi does fall down. It does give them Dragon Prio.
That was a great ultimate by Poppy. He was able to pop that up, and he was able to make sure he punished him again. Again, you got to make sure that when you're taking these objectives, you're moving and you're rotating as a team. That's what you're seeing between Nate's team and Jared's team. They were rotating there. That's why they're able to take the objective.
Yes, it looks like he sniped it. Gizmo sniped Dragon. Gizmo sniped Dragon, bro. Against a plat jungler.
That's probably just what happens when you don't have smite and you kill a jungler. Ooh, great sidestep by Agile.
It does look like Tommy Tux wants to do something with no mana.
It's him.
And these two. What are these two thinking? Okay, so he does get a kill. And two. Is that? No, he flashes away. It does look like he was. Oh, he ults out on top of the ult. He just needs a Q and E. Oh. If he Qs right there on that Vi's dead. It does look like they do want to take top tower, though, for the very first tower in the game.
Ooh, that stun and that Q damage.
Wow, and that's this play. Insane. What an amazing play.
Must just presses R. What? Dude, that tower nuked him.
That is rough.
Gizmo is on point with these ultimates.
Yes, he is. He's been hitting them.
But they're able to take top tower because of that push, and Gizmo's able to push back.
Right, and they had Dragon Prio, but they also didn't get Dragon. That actually, now they're in a gold lead. They're in a bigger and bigger gold lead.
Ooh, and Kog'Maw gets caught out here, but Jared isn't able to do anything about it. And they're getting counter jungled at the same time.
Does look like an ult's happening, but it looks like another TP. They should be playing this passive.
Seth is playing like he is on steroids right now.
Yes, and I believe that's exactly how you should be playing that cannon. It does look like they are deciding to pick a point. Oh, the Lux with the double ult.
No kill, no kill.
Wow.
Pop up. Here comes ASO.
Arian Soul gets stunned by the Gizmo again. Another free kill.
That's what CC does to
Wow.
Aryan Souls. It is
Just
a
Q stack
massive.
for that Vagar. I feel like for Jarrett or Nate's team, they need to calm down. They need to start playing a little slower. Stop trying to force things. Start getting minions. Start making the game slow down. Because the faster this game goes, the better it is for Jarrett's team.
Exactly. They need to be farming up, getting the gold, as much gold as they possibly can, learning and then pushing as a team and shutting them out. You see what happens when they gather up as a team. And then you see what happens when Jared's team gathers up as well. And they only have that advantage right now. They're early game. Early game poke, early game.
It does look like they're looking to gank right here, though. Ooh, that Q barely misses.
I love the confidence by Drew.
Yeah.
Just slap that
It's like,
cannon.
oh, you want to fight? Okay, let's fight.
Exactly. Ooh, watch this gank mid.
Yeah, he's... Oh, does he get out?
Nope, he pressed
Nope,
W.
he
He got
dies.
the lock.
And it does look like the Lux gets another kill, but they did turn the fight around. Looks like Poppy wants to get that Lux, but the Lux does get the Q stun.
He has actually been playing phenomenal.
He
you
has.
Playing your 100 games on the same champion, your skill will grow. It's just inevitable.
Yes. And isn't he the only one in the entire... Oh, Tommy Tux might die there. Isn't he the only one in the entire league that's not level 30, this Lux?
I believe so. Oh.
Oh, it does look like a 1v2, but he ults them out. He's like, no thank you, you cannot kill me right there.
And Gizmo was right there to react.
Yeah, he was ready to sneak him.
He has been in the right spot at the right time. He's been playing very, very well today. Sometimes that's all you need. You know, there's in our game last week, in game 3, we had a Cho'Gath. He just came down with a clutch ultimate, stole our 3rd dragon for us, gave us massive priority. And it's sometimes these players, they'll shock you with what they can do.
Oh, it does look like Sammy Sprinkers. Oh, does he get ulted? He does get hit. He got hit by it, but it wasn't enough damage. It does look like Poppy's gonna take... No! Poppy's smited too early. Oh, it does look like a Malphite just barely ulted the back line. Looks like they're actually going to clean up right here. This is a cleanup. This is cleaning up. Yeah, he's going to clean this up. He has the ult right there. Oh, looks like Malphite's just going to get an easy Q right there.
It's a matter of time right here.
Oh, just poor guy. Like, look at him. He's so defenseless against 2 tanks. What do you want against that?
Crazy, but that is the team fighting capability. I mean, it was a 4v5. Seth comes in, he comes and cleans on up at the back line. That's one thing that Jared's team has been getting punished of over and over again, is these times where Seneca is just not with the team. That just really hurts and damages the team.
That's right. Especially with Seneca starting getting a lead, and it does look like they did ult. Oh, mind games, and it looks like he's committing. Yes, it looks like he just gets a kill. That was a free kill for Kog'Maw. Why would you come down and TP like that? Especially on top of that stuff.
I think something happened in comms where they were asked to go and take that, and it was a bad call.
That is an ult, but it does look like they were stunned. Ooh. Seneca flashes over. Is he going to get out? Yes, it does look like... Oh, nope. Poppy's catching up. That's a slow. Yep, that is a kill.
This Poppy's too fast. He's able to roam around. He's able to get these ejectives. He's able to pick people out. And this is what they need. In order for them to win, they need to be able to pick these guys out. They got to catch them and pick up on their mistakes.
Right, and on that Kog'Maw, when Kog'Maw starts getting really strong, is the 3-item power spike, and he is almost there. He's at 2.5 right now, 11, 4, and 3. Once he gets that final item, I'm pretty sure he's going to be a menace. Oh, it does look like Sam wanted to pick a fight with Gizmo. It looks like they're going to get caught out here. Nope. It looks like vice versa stuns. Wow, what an amazing Aurelion Soul ult. It does look like their team threw. And Seneca, just like you said, he's in this fight now. He showed up for him.
When a 4v5 happens, it's just what happens. Look, you got Muss, who wasn't able to be there at that time. That was a great collapse by Jared's team.
Yep, and this is exactly what they needed. They needed this to try to push and end the game. They need to rush this and keep fighting until the game's done.
Yep, look at those death timers. See what you're going to be able to push. I think Muss is in the right spot here. He just needs to keep on pushing. Hopefully, he can answer with that tower. But the minions have run out, so looks like we're just going to have a hard reset right here.
Well, on top of that, their lead has slowly been getting more and more and more. And on top of Soul, that actually might be the push for them to end the game.
I think the call was just barely to take Baron. They saw Poppy bot. They're reacting. They're pushing to Baron. What they really needed to do, though, is they really needed to reset. Oh, they're going for a cheese bush. Do they have a blue trinket that they can ward?
Oh, does he? Did he buy it? Oh, he does not. He put a ward down, though, on the side. It does look like they should have just started Baron at that point.
But they do have vision on them now.
I feel like the play there was to just start Baron. Force a fight. They need to just keep fighting. And now they are starting it. But it has given their team time to catch up now. Looks like they threw down his stun. Now they have to disengage. It looks like their HP's low. Poppy catches out. That Lux.
This is what happens when you're not able to go back and reset.
Yep.
But Veigar's able to return 1 kill. But they were able to pick off 3.
They just spent way too much time Baron as well. They spent forever there. Just waiting for a pick. They should have just started it right off the bat. Now they're just giving a free Baron. And in fact, that actually might be the turning of the game that this team needed, because now that's going to put them pretty high up.
Oh, another one. Muss just too good.
Oh, but he does. They do get the Baron. Now they need to go bot to dragon. The other team has 3 dragons. They have to take this.
They are at soul point, and this is a very good point that you have. And Vi's having to recall. Looks like they should be able to execute this.
They should rush it with the Aurelion Soul now. Aurelion Soul has enough star stacks. They should be able to easily push this down now. Oh!
I go for the snipe, but he wasn't able to get it. Kog'Maw was able to
get it. You can only ask that Lux to do so much for those snipes.
It was a 50-50 draw, kind of. Kog'Maw was the one who took it. There was no smite. I don't think there was a smite up, so he's able to take it over from there.
This is exactly what Nathan's team wanted. They wanted to take that dragon, though. That now just prolongs the game. They need to keep prolonging this game longer and longer and longer.
If they're able to come back, I mean, it's only a 3K gold lead. It's 22 to 25. There's 3 Drakes to none.
Right, and they lost their lead. It does look like Tommy Tux got caught out.
But they're pushing.
Like, their Kog'Maw got caught out.
And there's the R.
Wow. What is going on? There's no coordination. They're just 1v4ing one at a time. That is going to be a throw if they can't play together.
Going in, and Sam's 1v1ing Seth. He's getting stunned up. Flash for flash. Are they able to rotate? Looks like with that Baron buff, they weren't able to collect anything off of it. And Sam with the beautiful E. This Muss has been the difference in this game. He has been able to dominate and control it. That's the power of Poppy's W right there. You cannot get away from him. And then there's that Aryan Soul. If you're unable to CC him and he's able to just walk through your entire team, he will shut you down and he will kill you.
Meanwhile, Jared bot trying to get that inhibitor. But I don't think he's gonna get it.
I think he's sacrificing himself.
No, he can't get it.
He got shut down.
Oh, he got it.
One trade. Tommy touched his kill.
Oh, it does look like. Oh, Nate almost died there.
The are on him, man.
Oh, it does look like he's looking to pick a fight, though. Man, Poppy's so brutal. Look at that.
All must goes in. Now they got the shutdown. There's a kill on the Kog'Maw. Can they get the return kill on Vi? He is out. They got Malphite.
Oh, he
W, the power of W.
Oh, it looks like Seneca coming in from behind with the ults on top.
This is what his team is meant for.
I knew this game was going to be awesome. This is amazing gameplay on both of the sides. Looks like they are trying as much as they can to not be in that bottom seed.
It's just a back and forth. Great plays by both teams. It's whoever has the most players will wipe the rest of the team, no matter what.
That's right.
Dude, they got to be careful. Aryan Soul can't.
Yeah, Aurelian Soul can do damage. It looks like he blew everything, though. Oh, it looks like he
is up. Oh, they were able to execute the guy.
Sammy Speakers catches him out. Aurelian Souls just keep stacking. If they can't end this game soon, they are going to be in trouble. This is starting to become a situation where items don't make a difference. Champs make a difference.
And they've got that advantage. This is another thing that I was talking about before. They're not going back. They're not cashing in on this gold. And what's happening is
well, what's happening is that they can't maintain it. They're Sourdough. They are doing it right. They are pushing in. They're trying to end the game over and over and over. But now that there's going to be a dragon fight, if they lose this dragon fight and die, I'm pretty sure that's where Nate's team's going to turn around and win this game. So they need to, what I believe is they need to let Dragon go and just push as hard as they can. See if their team, wait until their team responds to it.
Maybe get some vision on Baron. Can you hit tab? Let's see where the Baron buff's coming up, or do we not have the timer on that?
I think what Seneca's doing right now is very risky. Not having the Ken in there with all of that gold is going to be very rough. So he should back right now and be there with the team.
He needs to teleport in, get somewhere safe and teleport in, but Malphite can disrupt his teleport.
Right, but it does look like Malphite's not going to be a part of the team. Yeah, this might be... Jared's team might take over. Yeah, Malphite's not going to be in this fight. This is going to be very, very rough.
But it's bot coming in from mid. Ezreal's not part of the fight. They can go in right now.
Oh, they can go in. It does look like they did catch out some people. Oh, with the Aurelian Soul. Oh, wow. We get
the Soul. We're able to get Soul.
But it looks like Andrew must
He's just pressing Q over and on repeat. He is just stacking.
Oh, well, there's the Kog'Maw poke. That is the Kog'Maw. The Kog'Maw's starting to get very strong. Cog.
And it's a 4 for 5, but with Guy getting the Q on Dragon, he's able to get the Soul for them.
Think about what just happened, though. That was a 4v5 for how long? And they could have turned that around. If they had a Malphite full HP, I'm pretty sure they win that fight there.
Again, it's a battle of the numbers, and when he comes in, you see them just clear house with it. Poppy stays alive. Everybody's pushing.
Well, and look at this Kog'Maw's damage now. Like he's starting to do a lot for his team. He just needs to keep pushing, keep fighting. Now at this point, the other team should start picking fights. They need to get picks, and they need Kog'Maw to rotate with them.
And they need to just pill for Kog'Maw. Make sure Kog'Maw stays alive. Make sure that Kog'Maw doesn't get trapped by Veigar's Q. Make sure he doesn't get pulled in by Vi's ultimate. Stays away from the cannon. There's a lot of protection that you need on this Kog'Maw, but if you're able to protect him, you can win this game.
That's right. A 10-5-7 cannon. This is what I was worried about. That Kennon's looking very, very nasty.
11-5-15 Vagar. He's at one
Yes,
point
that
where
is
he's
true.
just going to be able to walk up to people and press R, and it's over.
They need to pick those two people out, then I'm pretty sure they win the fight. But that's going to be a rough.
And you're talking about a 30-minute Baron. This is going to go down so fast, especially with the whole team there. This rotation's way too slow by an 8. They need to get there a lot quicker.
Oh, it does look like a fight's happening. Kog'Maw just scout through. He's overextending.
There's that Q and that ultimate by Guy.
Vi's just gonna ult in. Yep, the Kog'Maw through right there. That was bad placement.
Can Sam clean it up here with his Ace Ult?
We're gonna see what he can do. Oh, poor guy. And that team just ARAM it, and it looks like Poppy's looking like he's wanting to 1v3 right now.
And Poppy's showing why he is Poppy. This is why he plays this Poppy pick. This is why he goes over it over and over and over again. He's able to slow down.
He's trying to kite. I think he's trying to kite him in.
He just saved the game for them. He just saved the game for them. They would have been able to end the game, but now because he was able to catch out Ezreal, and he's forcing them to run around, they're not able to push in the top. They're not able to push in mid. They're not able to push in bot. You're going to waste a lot of time with this Baron buff on these two champions right now.
That's right. And that Poppy, even with picks, like you just saw it right there, they cannot deal with him. He's just a menace. He's causing so much chaos they can't do anything. They're so focused. They need to just ignore him and push.
Exactly. Push. Get your gold. Stay close together. Do not go apart from each other. Make sure that you're always grouped up in these team fights. If you're splitting up like that, it's an easy pick for Poppy to go up against your ADC, your carries.
Oh, it does look like Stanley's Superplay might be getting caught out. Oh no, he's fine. Kog'Maw's looking to pick a fight though. Kog'Maw might be overextending. He is overextending again. He needs to play more passive.
The 1v1.
Yeah, it looks like this game's over.
That Kennen ultimate is so big.
If this Kog'Maw plays a little bit more passive and lets his team initiate first, he will be fine. But he's not doing that. He needs to force the Poppy up front. He needs to force their team, so that way they have to deal with that instead of Kog.
This team needs to stay together. This Intard is gonna f him up with this Poppy. He's very good with it. He's able to pick him out. They're very squishy. They don't have a front line. And Sam's just able to whittle him out with this Aryan Soul.
We'll see what happens. They're one-hitting these turrets. It looks like that they are pushing for the game. Now it looks like they're just gonna hit the Nexus. Yeah, this is game. GG's.
This is game. Pressure W. That's game 1. Wow, that was very impressive to see Vagar being played by Sam Guy. I really do think that
was amazing.
Look at this damage dealt by Kog'Maw and by Sammy Sprinklers. They did very, very well.